there to be able to move through the field and make passes. So right now, like just a little bit lower in 1 and 2 right there. Give the feedback to the team. When I move down the racetrack, it's a little tighter, a little looser, whatever it is. You need to make the adjustments to the car to make it handle well there.
Just over 13 minutes remaining in Group B practice from Kansas Speedway. Larson so far fastest for a lap at 30:40.
The company goes to the firstborn, Audrey. The model train set is entrusted to Todd. Mr. Marbles will receive recurring deliveries for all of his needs in perpetuity, thanks to AutoShip from Chewy.
I always loved that.
Jackson, nobody's popping out for active.
Summer residence
What do
goes
we do?
to Mr. Marbles.
Plot twist.
I'm sorry, what?
Doesn't make logistical sense.
Unbelievable. Pets aren't just pets. They're more.
You got a train set, Todd.
Save more on what they love and never run out with AutoShip from Chewy.
This is a cluster.
Hello?
It's what happens when marketers group customers with very different behaviors into one tangled mess.
This is a mess.
With MailChimp, marketers can use real-time behavior data to personalize every email for every customer, turning customers into customers. Intuit MailChimp, the #1 email marketing and automation platform.
True Classic makes shirts you'll actually want to wear. A tighter fit around your arms and chest, but loosen the torso to make big guys look slimmer and slimmer guys look buffer. And hot guys look hotter.
Flex.
Good. I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It
truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
When we tried other diet plans, honestly, it was a waste of time and a waste of money.
Are you throwing away food and not getting results? Lose weight together and save money with Nutrisystem's Partner Plan.
We lost 60 pounds on the Nutrisystem Partner Plan.
Now sit down to dinner together with new Meals for Two. Double portion meals served up in one package and designed for weight loss.
Sheila and I got our lives back. You can get your life back too.
Get today's special deal for 2. Call or go online right now.
There's no place like Kansas.
Three flags in the air.
This is a tough track.
He gets turned on.
The race for the NASCAR championship runs 185 miles per hour straight through the heartland.
He's going to do it. He's going to win in Kansas.
Drivers, start your engines. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Kansas on USA.
Yeah, guys, that's awesome.
We knew we would have been capable of winning races.
Busher is going to do it. He goes back-to-back.
Oh, yes, oh, my God, I can't believe that.
Certainly the stretch we're on right now.
Woo! Unbelievable, man. Awesome job, awesome.
Puts a little bit extra bounce in your step here.
What a season RFK has put together, especially Chris Busher. 3 of the last 6 races, he's found himself in victory lane. But Jeff Jr., it seems like RFK may be struggling here today.
Yeah, they struggled here in the spring. They were pretty concerned coming here and just did not have the pace here in the spring, didn't have the balance. The car wasn't comfortable to either the driver. And so far today, they're kind of the same thing. Neither driver's happy with the car.
Kyle Busch, I believe, got into the fence over in turn 4. These marks on the wall.
Yeah, running
Exit
slow
right
now.
rear flat. Right rear flat. Killed. Right rear's pretty bad. Right front didn't look terrible.
2 weeks in a row, some issues in practice for Kyle Busch. Let's take a look at what happened here. Middle of turn 3 and 4, right at the top of the racetrack. Loose, car comes around, gets it into the wall with the right rear and slides along. Pretty good contact right there.
Body looks damaged on that car. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do here, but that right rear quarter panel, it slid over quite a bit with that contact. It hit the right front hard as well. Kill him.
And they do think that this is terminal. They're going to bring it down pit road, let a NASCAR official look at it, but then they told Kyle after that, take it to the garage.
you know, last week we saw the same thing. Practice issue for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, the team did some damage to the car at Darlington. Loose into turn 3. This didn't look that bad, but they had to change the toe link on the right rear. And it looks like more problems today. Similar issue. I'm curious though if the tire came down first, right? Is that why he hit the wall? Car come around pretty quickly. The big moment in the middle of the corner before contact.
I think back to Michigan. Michigan, he in practice hit the wall. Then in qualifying, hit the wall. And then in the race, hit the wall. I think, boy, things just weren't going his way. And it starts that way here at Kansas for Kyle Busch, already into the wall.
Introducing Ned's plaque psoriasis. He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis. It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles.
The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
You're drawn there like a magnet. The remoteness is part of the pull. Shots have been building for weeks in your dreams. Whatever it takes, you'll be back. Performance meets luxury. Peter Millar.
Thuma. Defined by simplicity. Meticulously crafted to be enjoyed for years to come. Thoughtful bedrooms for modern living.
My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I'm genetically predisposed, so we created Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement. It's never too late to improve your hair health. Get started at Nutrafol.com/man.
For 75 years, you've seen everything in our sport. But you know you haven't seen? Me. I mean, why would you? See, today, I'm just a fan, like you. But tomorrow, well, you'll see.
Later today, live on USA, it's the first ever Super Motocross World Championship playoffs. It begins with playoff #1 from Z-Max Dragway at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Playoff #2 is going to be next Saturday at Chicagoland Speedway. There's Ty Gibbs waiting on pit road to go out. Yesterday, he was actually hanging out at Z-Max Drag Strip. A North Carolina buddy of his, Cooper Webb. You know, Ty Gibbs, 20 years old. Cooper Webb, 27. Ty's late father, remember, headed up Joe Gibbs Racing motocross team. So Ty has some friends there. Both are actually Monster Energy drivers. So those two spent a little time together. He was rooting on his buddy. But again, that's today on USA, 3 p.m. You see the clock on the upper left there at 7:20. They added a couple minutes there for track cleanup. So listen into the 8 radio of what just happened.
There's no yellow for a guy that blows the tire and hits the fence. Is that what happened? The tire blew? I would say yes, though, just from where we hit it way early back and forth compared to where you would normally hit it.
Yeah, so that sounds like to me, Kyle Busch made a comment, followed by the crew chief, followed by the spotter. And so it sounds like they believe that you're right, Junior, that the tire blew, and that's what caused the problem. Kim.
the entire team in debrief down here. Kyle talking to crew chief Randall Burnett. And while I haven't gotten to talk to Kyle, I did hear him tell Andy Petrie it just popped.
So now the question, I guess, is the damage to the car. What will need to be repaired, can be repaired. The team right now sitting 20 points above the cut line. The race is a whole nother matter, but this is certainly a setback for this team. And Junior, it's important not to get caught up in the disappointment of that happened. This conversation that they're having right now is going to determine the setups that they got for tomorrow, what needed to be better on the race car. You can't quit working. Even if you got to start in the back, even if you got to get a backup car out, whatever has to happen, the laps that you got on the racetrack, you've got to focus on that and forget the car is wrecked, forget about all that stuff. We'll deal with that later. But while it's on your mind, what does this car need to be better? How can we make this race better for tomorrow? That has to be the focus. Then you turn the attention to, okay, here's the problem at hand, and we got to deal with that. But do not walk away without understanding what your driver needs to be better for tomorrow.
That's the A-team focus. The one of Ross Chastain, winner at Nashville. Kim, what are they focused on?
Right now, Ross telling the team it's free on entry, tight on exit, rotates center free. But the one thing of note that this team discusses is the fact that there's really little to no wind here at Kansas. In fact, only 5 miles per hour. Typically, that is a huge challenge for these teams. A tailwind, a headwind, they can make the car loose or tight depending on where it is on the racetrack and how quickly it changes direction. So have to imagine that these teams are sighing a huge breath of relief, the fact that they're not battling the challenge of the wind here this weekend at Kansas.
You see Ross going around the 5 of Larson. Ross has about 9-10 laps newer tires than the 5, but that's the difference in speed. There's about a second fall off in the tire here last year for the Cup Series, but you can also see the different lines that the cars are running. Ross and Larson went behind one another, stepped down the racetrack, got a little smoke on the back straightaway. Car heading in, it looks like Ty Gibbs, the 54 Monster Energy Toyota, had some sort of an issue.
Yeah, I saw smoke coming out of the right side. I don't know if the right...
left rear.
Oh, left rear.
Wow. Either that or the right rear. I'm sure he's looks like
the right rear's down.
Yeah, so that's 2 tire failures we've had. See what happens with Ty Gibbs. Ty has really good pace today. Oh my God. That also was hard contact. Yeah. So it makes me go back. You know, we had a lot of tire failures.
Right rear.
We had a lot of tire failures last year with this car, and super low air pressure is an advantage. It does make the cars drive better. It does make them better in the long run, and you wonder if they've pushed the edge, right, and they've become more and more comfortable with low air pressure, but now there's not as much tolerance with this tire. It's very unusual to see 2 tire failures in one practice if there's not some sort of circumstance that's going on leading to it, unless there's a lot of debris on the racetrack or something like that. This will get everyone's attention.
Yeah. And standing by with Kyle Busch is Kim.
And Kyle, we heard on the radio the description of possibly a tire failure. Confirmation on that, and what's the outlook for the rest of the weekend for you and this team?
Just like every other weekend, always put in a hole, always put behind, always have to come and dig ourselves out. So hate it for all the guys. I mean, you know, the car was really good, had good longevity there. We were just running laps and running some pretty good laps comparatively to the rest of our group that we were with at that time. And I'm just going to fine-tune on some things in order to get ready for qualifying, and here we are starting last again. So it just never ends. I don't know what to do to change it, but hate it again for our Casey's General Stores guys. Got a lot of work ahead of us tonight, but we'll do it.
Is this an issue that should draw concern for you and other teams throughout the course of this weekend?
Seeing as though we just saw another one from another manufacturer, another group, I would say yes, but I'm no expert.
Very frustrated Kyle Busch down here.
Yeah, his reference to another manufacturer, right? What he's talking about is that, you know, they all get tire data from Goodyear, but they all take that information and use it in their own way. So clearly, no team is going to put air pressure in a tire that they know the tire's going to blow. That's not going to happen. So his comment was, hey, they have their data, we have their data, we have the same result from 2 different manufacturers. So that is a concern that the tolerance we think we had, we may no longer have.
The 8 of Kyle Busch into the wall as right rear had blown, and then the 54 of Ty Gibbs. Similar situation.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
Crafting something with character takes time. With the freedom to fail and the conviction to always keep pushing. Carry on. Performance means luxury. Peter Millar.
Oh, it's about to be a party in here. BetMGM's got all the sports betting in one place. And it's live, baby. Oh, we're placing money lines in real time. We got second half spreads and third set winners as they happen. Overs hitting in extra innings. Live is where the action is at. Can we give these people a promo? There it is.
This is a cluster.
Hello.
It's what happens when marketers group customers with very different behaviors into one tangled mess.
This is a mess.
With MailChimp, marketers can use real-time behavior data to personalize every email for every customer, turning customers into customers. Intuit MailChimp, the #1 email marketing and automation platform.
When we tried other diet plans, honestly, it was a waste of time and a waste of money.
Are you throwing away food and not getting results? Lose weight together and save money with Nutrisystem's Partner Plan.
We lost 60 pounds on the Nutrisystem Partner Plan.
Now sit down to dinner together with new Meals for Two. Double portion meals served up in one package and designed for weight loss.
Sheila and I got our lives back. You can get your life back too.
Get today's special deal for 2. Call or go online right now.
Group B practice wrapping up now. They're giving all the drivers 2 laps. Logano, the slowest of the playoff drivers in Group B, is currently 13th in this group.
Yeah, so far the Fords, who have been strong over the last 6 weeks, have yet to really show that type of pace today in this practice. All the Penske cars came out onto the racetrack, ran briefly before coming back in for changes and adjustments. RFK, as we mentioned, not showing a ton of speed in this second group. The top 5 in both groups littered with mostly Toyotas and Chevrolets.
Riding along with Logano, we heard him feathering the throttle there.
Logano, 19 laps. He just ran a 31:40. And you compare that to Suarez with 28 laps, and he ran a 31:40 essentially. So Logano either not with the pace he's looking for, or Suarez potentially is very fast. But Hamlin just went a 31:20 on his 26th lap. And Logano a 31:40 on his 19th lap. So those 22 cars not where they need to be right now. Talked to Logano this week. He's pretty frustrated. He made a mistake in the race last week. He's pretty frustrated with that.
Red and black flags being displayed, and Kim is standing by with the other driver who experienced a right rear flat.
That's right, Rick. Ty Gibbs done for the day after a tire issue. Did the car give you any indication that there was a failure coming?
No, definitely is a bummer for sure. I feel like we have a really fast Monster Energy Toyota Camry. Definitely sucks, but it is what it is. I know I've got a great team and we'll recover. No sign there, just blew out. But it's what it is, and we'll keep going and we'll fight. And we'll keep going forward.
You won't have the opportunity to qualify, so what does that mean starting from the rear here at Kansas?
Yeah, I think, honestly, it's going to give me more practice passing and more experience with that in the next-gen car. So I just got to make the best of the situation we're in now.
Love the optimism from Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, and Kim, I mean, he was second fastest for a lap at a 30:55. Put up a good lap and was putting up good laps before that right rear tire went down.
Yeah, he's showing a little bit of speed over the last couple of weeks at moments during the weekend. Still yet to really see him put a whole race together. I think the kid's got a ton of talent. I think the cars have great speed. We're seeing that a little bit today in practice, but some issues like this, it's always something that sort of holds this team back. We've had the crew change as well. That may, affect the team in one way or another. But he doesn't have the pressure of a playoff driver, right? I think that's the difference you see in that interview right there. He's like, hey, my playoffs are over. Now it's all about just learning, getting through the rest of this year. We'll get this thing fixed up. I'm expecting it to be competitive and fast. He's probably pretty happy about the pace they've shown today.
It's a learning year for Ty Gibbs. We take a look at this is the fastest laps that were turned. Tyler Reddick did it at a 30-20. See Byron with issues. They had to fix some front end issues for that car.
Oh, it's about to be a party in here. BetMGM's got all the sports betting in one place. And it's live, baby. Oh, we're placing money lines in real time. We got second half spreads and third set winners as they happen. Overs hitting in extra innings. Live is where the action is at. Can we get these people a promo? There it is.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
True Classic makes shirts you'll actually want to wear. A tighter fit around your arms and chest, but loosen the torso to make big guys look slimmer and slimmer guys look buffer. And hot guys look hotter.
What? Good. I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
There's a thin line in the NASCAR Xfinity Series between winning and losing, between being the future and being past, between headlines and tailspins, between making history and being it, between the sweet taste of victory and the fumes of defeat. In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, there's a thin line between being a name they know and being a name they'll never forget.
We take you to Hackensack, New Jersey for a special announcement.
Who made this podium so tall? I'm here to announce to you, dip***s, that season 3 of my show, Chucky, will return on October 4th.
And I will not rest until every single one of you watch it.
Now ask me some questions.
Chucky, what is this season about?
All I'll say is, DC is gonna get shut up.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on DealDash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Hold it!
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
Practice is complete, and that means qualifying is coming up next. Kansas has always been chaotic when it comes to the playoffs.
Today is the dawn of a new playoff racing day.
Kansas gets tagged and he spins.
A right side damage because he spins. They can't jam on the brakes any harder. Probably the most torn up I've ever seen a car from hitting grass.
Chase contender Chase Elliott.
Come on, guys. Are you kidding me?
of the 7-time champion. NBC, please check that out from Hallicam. That was badass.
One of the playoff favorites tagging the wall.
Oh, Brian Blaney's in the wall. Whoa, Harvick in the wall.
Came up in front of me.
He's going to spin out here.
Kyle Busch goes for a spin.
Logano's going to win again in Kansas.
Yeah, boys. Great job.
Martin Truex Jr. wins.
It's a great feeling. Oh, my goodness.
What a season Kyle Larson has put together. He's going to do it. Bubba Wallace wins in Kansas.
What they gonna say now, baby? Let's go!
And that's what Bubba Wallace would like to see happen once again, is potentially win his way into the next round. Round of 12. Only one driver has done it so far this season after Darlington. And the win, Kyle Larson is safely through to the next round as qualifying is underway. And this is Sheldon Creed behind the wheel of the 78, making his first Cup Series start. He'll also be racing in the season finale, regular season finale for the Xfinity Series this afternoon.
A good opportunity for Sheldon to get some experience in a Cup car. Just racing with these guys in a long race, seeing how they deal with situations, I think is extremely valuable for a young driver.
It's going to go right to the top of the racetrack right here. We've seen some of this, very little of this in the Xfinity Series qualifying. You'd think that cars would run the bottom of the racetrack the fastest way around, but we'll have to see how many people think that the top is the way to go.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to, based on practice, it seemed like everybody went straight to the top in Group B right off the bat. So I expect to see that in practice, in qualifying right here.
31-16 for Sheldon Creed. Next up will be a different paint scheme here for Harrison Burton.
This team had a good run going last week at Darlington and got caught up in a wreck late.
Harrison just a little bit down, half a car length in the middle of the corner. A little lower entry.
Different line.
Just slightly. Yeah, it's just slightly a bit different. Like again here, right now, right up against the wall. A little bit low.
They struggled in qualifying. In practice, did not run very well in practice. Only ran a few laps. At 30-70, that's a little quicker than he ran in practice. But again, it was a big struggle.
Menard's Master Force on as the paint scheme for the 21 of Harrison Burton. Next up, it'll be J.J. Yaley in the 15.
Tell you what, J.J. does a really good job in this car. He really does. Every week you look out of the window and he's sitting there running 18th, 19th, 22nd in that range. Just does a nice job also of getting decent finishes, not putting the car in jeopardy, not tearing the car up.
Kim, how's the mindset of Bubba Wallace?
Let's find out. Bubba Wallace was last year's Kansas fall winner. Knowing what you need out of this car in this racetrack, do you have it here this weekend?
Honestly, with a lot of the changes across the field for all the cars makes a little bit different feel. So still trying to find that perfect balance that we had last year, and still it wasn't even perfect then. But just fine-tuning everything to get where you want the car to be, where you want the driver to be. It's all about fine adjustments from this point on. So hats off to the team for bringing both a 23 and a 45 with a lot of speed. So we have some momentum on our side. Just have to not get too anxious and try to get too greedy and go and have some fun.
All right, Rick, does that answer your question? Don't get too anxious, don't get too greedy.
Yeah, seems a little more casual, laid back for Bubba, as we see Bowman about a little over a tenth and a half faster than Harrison Burton. So Bowman now the fastest. Again, the top 5 will advance to the final round of qualifying, which will determine the top 10 starting positions as well as the pole.
So Bowman in practice ran a 79 and just ran a 62. So that really sets the stage for what other drivers feel like the track has in it. And it's important to know that, because if you push too hard and the track won't hold the car, then you're going to run a slower lap. So understanding what other people ran in practice and applying that to your qualifying lap is important. Now, this is coming from a guy that was horrible at qualifying, but it seems like a good practice.
This will be a disappointing lap for Gilliland in the 38. He was 11th overall in practice with a 30.64. Won't be able to back that up.
Kim.
Well, Ryan Blaney was the fastest Ford in practice, but I know early weren't happy with the race car. Did you get it to where you liked it?
Some of the way there. Yeah, just building super free, and trying to balance out, okay, how free can you be and be comfortable running the wall, and it's kind of a fine line. So we worked pretty good on it. Wabash Ford Mustang has pretty good speed. Just trying to get it comfortable to drive, and hopefully we can go lay a good lap down here, but still a lot of work to do.
Kim, that's a great report. I talked to Travis Geisler yesterday. He's the director of competition at Penske, and he said that's what they deal with, Junior, is that they can have okay speed, but as the race goes on and as the runs go on, they keep building free. And it puts them in a position where we talk about the Penske cars not really having the speed we would expect. It puts them in a position where they lose track position. It's hard to get it back. It's hard to just go out there and pass somebody. And that's what they're trying to fix, to keep the reasonable speed, but then make the car drive better longer in runs.
We saw the 31, Justin Haley. He's third quickest. We know he's going to Rick Ware Racing. Then the announcement this week for the driver of the 42. So I think that's more big news that's happening right now, that's coming out as far as driver changes and people who are going to be behind the wheel.
Hocevar had a great lap going. Lost a little bit of time off turn 4, but still able to get to the line first with a 58. Run a 72 in practice, 18th overall. He's done a great job being able to show really what this car is capable of. His team struggled all year long, but Carson has been able to find some pace in this 42.
He did a great job at Darlington last week. Ran into him yesterday, and he you think you go to a Southern 500, it's going to last forever. And he was like, I didn't want it to end. He said, I had finally learned how to pass. And then the race ended. He wanted it to keep going. And so that's cool to hear from a young driver, the excitement of running a 500-mile race. And it is a massive difference than what he's been doing in the Truck Series.
Looks like a good lap for Briscoe here, trending 4/10 up. So that should put him at the top of the board here, but he loses a lot right there. Big issue off turn 4, cost him a couple of tenths. He'll be disappointed he won't that one back, but one of the only Fords really that I think showing some reasonable speed there, Chase Briscoe. So we'll have to keep an eye on his teammates going forward. We know RFK struggled. Here's one of them right now. We know Penske struggled a little bit with the balance of their cars. They've had good pace though.
Here's Eric Almirola. And rumors abound as far as if he's coming back next year, as far as driver changes and differences. I know that he had retired, then Smithfield said, no, we want you to keep racing. He said, I'm still having fun. So he went back, was racing this year, but now the rumors have come back up again about him not being behind the wheel in 2024.
He also had some trouble off turn 4.
Third quickest of the 9 who have been on the racetrack. Take a quick break. Be right back for more qualifying from Kansas.
Lose weight with Nutrisystem's biggest and best offer. Get 50% off all plans and 50% off a month of shakes. Act now and get a shaker bottle free. But wait, hold everything. Be one of the first to call or go online and get your first month of premium meals free, including Hearty Inspirations. These offers have a combined value of over $100.
I lost 50 pounds with Nutrisystem. I lost 91 pounds and I feel great.
Go online or call to get these free offers and start losing weight today.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
You're drawn there like a magnet. The remoteness is part of the pull. Shots have been building for weeks in your dreams. Whatever it takes, you'll be back. Performance meets luxury. Peter Millar.
There's no place like Kansas.
3 flaps in the air. This is a tough track. He gets turned over.
The race for the NASCAR championship runs 185 miles per hour straight through the heartland.
He's going to do it. He's going to win at Kansas. Oh!
Drivers, start your engines. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Kansas on USA.
We're transforming nostalgic cars into life-size Hot Wheels.
I'll be judging fastly and furiously.
And I'll be judging you personally.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, Mondays after Raw on USA.
You got me.
Hi. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain. I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26. And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Binge the first 2 seasons of Chucky now.
Kill them all.
Any questions?
Before season 3 premieres.
God bless America.
Chucky. Stream the series from the beginning now on Peacock. New season October 4th.
And Carson Hocevar behind the wheel of the 42 gets into the wall in his qualifying run as his teammate, driver of the 43, Eric Jones, now out on the track and on the clock. Kim standing by with Carson.
And I asked Carson how he thought that lap went. He is top of the board right now. You said you didn't think he was good, and then you got it, and you were like, oh, maybe it wasn't bad. What was the analogy you gave me in terms of how you attacked that qualifying lap?
I mean, I'm not basketball by no means, but they tell you power in right hand and guide with the left. And I looked at SMT, and I knew what my throttle was supposed to look like, but I was just guiding it with the wheel, and obviously lost it a little bit off of 4. But yeah, our lap time, everybody thought it looked great. I mean, just big thanks, Legacy Motor Club, Sunseeker Resort, Maury Gower, Richard Petty of all people, Jimmy Johnson, and Chevrolet of all things to trust me enough with this race car. And my teammate's I'm not too far behind my teammate, and that's a really good guide for me.
Carson Hocevar pulling double duty this weekend, led laps last night in the Truck Series race, finished 6th, already locked into the next round of their playoffs, though.
It's great to hear a 20-year-old be enamored like that. I mean, you can tell he's just shocked that he's driving for Richard Petty and Jimmy Johnson, just that whole organization.
Yeah, he's thankful for the opportunity. It's and you know, everything that he drives, he seems to really achieve or overachieve. And you think that a driver with limited experience getting into the Cup Series would be overwhelmed by that opportunity, but he seems to tackle it and handle it really well as Stenhouse goes to the top of the board. This car showed some practice speed. A lot of people might overlook them in the playoffs as one of the teams that won't get out of round 1.
They had tons of speed last week.
Yeah.
There were times in the race last week that 47 car had the fastest car on the racetrack. They're not going to be an easy out. They're going to put up a fight.
So Harvick was down on the apron to take the green flag. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Shorter route, you know, just taking a couple feet off the overall length of the lap. Thinks that's something that can help him. You wonder about the transition back onto the racetrack and how abrupt that is. Does that knock speed out or not? But he's willing to take a gamble. And he'll do the same thing here. A lot of teams will cross over onto that apron, shorten that distance up to the finish line, and puts him 3rd overall.
And they were in position to win that race last week. And what a difference. If the caution hadn't come out, if they hadn't gotten themselves in trouble on pit road, what a difference that could have been if the 4-car goes on and wins that race. They had the pace to do it.
And now Kevin Harvick below the cut line by 2 points as far as the playoffs are concerned, as we see Martin Truex Jr. now on the track and on the clock and trending in the green. Again, we're comparing to Bowman. The top 5 will advance to the final round.
Yeah, Stenhouse is roughly 2/10 quicker than Bowman, so looks like Truex is going to be right over top of that, if not a little better.
I think Truex, I just believe he is the most confident driver in the series right now. He is so relaxed. He's having fun. He's just fast every single week. And, you know, nothing to lose attitude. Like, he's like, hey, man, I'm coming back next year. We're going to do what we can do. Just very calm, very cool.
Definitely seems more relaxed this year than last. The announcement was made he was coming back 2024. You see Wallace right now. Bubba trending in the green again.
Watch the throttle on the left side of the screen. Watch his throttle. Never comes all the way out of the throttle, and then back wide opens very quickly. Had to breathe it just a little bit. That is a car that is stuck to the racetrack. You better drive it like that. P1 at a 21, and you can see that throttle. You don't drive it like that unless you know the grip is there. Tons of confidence with his car.
Here comes Chase Elliott. Missed the playoffs this year. Disappointment for driver and team, but also refocused on trying to get to victory lane for not only the team but sponsors.
And just pride, right? I mean, this is, you're talking about Chase Elliott. I mean, he is a fierce competitor. Alan Gustafson, Rick Hendrick, they are all fierce competitors.
At least a tenth faster than Harvick, so that's going to push Harvick out of the top 5, and Chase Elliott goes to 3rd. 3 drivers still to go. That means that Bubba Wallace and Martin Truex Jr., they're locked into the top 5. We'll see what Blaney has here. And when he talked with Kim earlier, they still weren't exactly sure if it was where they wanted it to be.
He shipped it down in there. He wasn't afraid of it, was he, Junior? He sailed it down in the corner.
Going to have a really good 3 and 4 here to keep this advantage. A little bit of movement right there.
Is that seam an issue? Because his left side tires were on that seam when he...
Not so much. The seams don't seem to bother you here at this racetrack. You certainly don't want to track on top of the whole corner, but they're not as bothersome as you would assume in some racetracks. They all behave differently, and the seams do in certain racetracks, but he'll end up just getting into the top 5 right there with the 24 now repaired. They had a little steering issue in practice. The right front monoball was dislodged or pulled out of the upper A-frame. They make the change. He'll qualify, but start in the rear.
But this will move, if he can have this lap, it'll move Blaney out of the top 5 and take a playoff contender that he's racing with to make the next round of the playoffs out of the final 10. And so maybe that's only 2 or 3 positions, but everything matters.
Sure enough, that lap fast enough to put him in 2nd, so he will go to the final round. And now Tyler Reddick, who was fastest in practice earlier, teammate to Bubba Wallace. We'll see which one puts the fastest lap up in this first round of qualifying.
This racetrack has Tyler Reddick written all over it. He loves to be up against the boards on old tires. He and Kyle Larson, 2 of the very best at doing it. Just feel like this is going to be a big day tomorrow for this team. They had fast, great pace in race trim, and you can see he's got good pace in qualifying mode.
And a great entry to 3. Can he keep it up? If he does, he's going to be faster than his teammate. Loses a little bit, but it's going to be close. And he's fastest at a 30.19. So Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, 23.11. First and second, the first round of qualifying.
Lost Medicaid or CHIP coverage? Healthcare.gov is here for you.
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor visits?
Emergency care? Prescriptions?
With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month.
What's the website again?
Healthcare.gov.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis. He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Dad?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla have depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Monday is a night of championship action as Raquel Rodriguez faces Rhea Ripley in a rematch for the Women's World Championship.
As Rhea Ripley met her match.
Raw, live Monday at 8, only on USA.
Another driver doing double duty today. Cole Custer will be a part of the final race of the regular season for the Xfinity Series. He's already locked into the playoffs, but also will be racing tomorrow in the Cup Series. Again, on NBC and Peacock, countdown to green starts at 3 o'clock, 3:34, the Xfinity Series final race of the regular season. Cole Custer getting the green flag, starting his lap. So this is Group B qualifying. Again, the top 5 will advance to the final round of qualifying.
Super excited about that Xfinity race later today. It's going to be really competitive, a great point battle. A couple guys trying to get themselves in the playoffs, and many others trying to set the stage for a great playoff run. This being one of those guys, Cole Custer, looking to win an Xfinity championship.
So the first number that we'll measure everyone to, Cole Custer runs at 30.72. Jeff, do you think we're going to see more speed out of this group, or will there be less speed from this group?
Well, I always think the track's going to heat up and go slower, but they surprise me. The second group always seems to be fast. Right there, Cole Custer in practice ran a 31.11 and just went a 30.70, so that was a big pickup.
Here's Ty Dillon with Spire Motorsports.
Ty was the slowest car in practice at a 31.17.
Looked like he struggled in 1 and 2. Like the middle of the corner, he had a problem.
Tied at a 30.95. Ryan Preece, the next on track. And pretty good rebound for Ryan Preece after the horrific flip at Daytona. Coming back at Darlington. Just that's kind of that Iron Man mentality of, you know, you go through something and then you say you got to be tough to be a race car driver.
Yeah, that was impressive to see him come back to the racetrack, compete, and going to be a little disappointed about this qualifying effort if he can't pick it up just a little bit down here. Running 79 in practice, 24th overall. Looks like they still got a little bit of work to do on this car. Get some more speed out of it for Ryan.
The fastest Ford in the first group was a 30.45, and we see Preece at a 30.75. His teammate Harvick was a 30.51 in that first group. So Daniel Suarez on track now, and a week ago frustration got the better of Daniel here as Bowman blocks him, and then again.
Yeah, the first block was, you know, kind of racing. That's what you get. And the second block from Bowman, you know, put Daniel in a bad situation here. And both of them with damaged vehicles, and both had good runs going.
Yeah, we saw Harrison Burton slide in there as of late because of Suarez coming down the racetrack. Kim.
talking with Daniel Suarez's teammate, Ross Chastain. As we look at Kansas, we know during the race it's a multi-group racetrack. You can move around. For qualifying, do you have the same options as you do during the race, or is there really one specific line you're looking for?
I thought we used to have options here for qualifying, Kim, and then the 20 last year showed us all where to go, and now we all ripped the top. So huge commitment level to run up there for qualifying speed. It's just not what I've ever seen guys do. I've never studied it this way, but for here, you just rip a lot of throttle and close proximity to the wall. So commitment level's high, but so is the reward. And for our Kubota Chevy, you know, it is a lot about qualifying, and we definitely want to be better than last week.
Ross Chastain, though, coming off a 5th place finish at Darlington.
So neither of you guys find irony in the guy who's probably ran the fastest up against the wall ever in a Cup car at Martinsville?
That was the fastest ever?
Well, I mean, as far as proximity to the wall.
A little embellishment there.
he was right up against the wall, wide open. So
well, that was a controlled wreck.
Okay.
And
okay.
So, yeah, he knew he was going to damage his car then.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to damage it this week.
Here's Austin Dillon, older brother to Ty.
Good lap right here. So to make the top 5 in Group 1, you had to run a 30-38. He just ran a 30-25. So he's the first guy in this group that's run a lap fast enough that would have advanced into the top 5 in round 1. Group A, rather.
Here's Corey LaJoie. Cambridge number 7. 191 miles an hour entering the turn. Corey, quite a season he has put together for this team. So we see him trending in the green again. We're comparing to Priest now, who's 5th. So another good qualifying effort for LaJoie, as he'll put it 4th quickest of the 7 that have gone. Ty Gibbs was supposed to be the next car out on the track, but after blowing the right rear, they went behind the wall to work on that car. So now it's AJ Allmendinger. Congratulations, AJ and Tara. Their son, Aero James, spelled A-E-R-O, was born this week. So there's another AJ in the family.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. AJ hasn't announced his plans for next year, whether he's going to be back in this Cup car or go to the Xfinity Series. He said he'll be racing for Colleague one way or another. Everyone eager to know exactly where he'll be doing all that racing.
So Allmendinger, 4th quickest at a 30.58. Dillon still fastest. LaJoie now on the bubble.
Lose weight with Nutrisystem's biggest and best offer. Get 50% off all plans and 50% off a month of shakes. Act now and get a shaker bottle free. But wait, hold everything. Be one of the first to call or go online and get your first month of premium meals free, including Hearty Inspirations. These offers have a combined value of over $100.
I lost 50 pounds with Nutrisystem. I lost 91 pounds and I feel great.
Go online or call to get these free offers and start losing weight today.
True Classic makes shirts you'll actually want to wear. A tighter fit around your arms and chest, but loosen the torso to make big guys look slimmer and slimmer guys look buffer. And hot guys look hotter. Flex. Good.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Eucora. Eucora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Go to eucora.com to learn more.
Join the CNBC Investing Club with Jim Cramer.
It's helped me become a better investor, and then it's helped me become a better financial planner.
The place to be is the club.
Join the CNBC Investing Club with Jim Cramer. Go to cnbc.com/investing club now.
We're trying to put together a mission. It's definitely crazy.
Let's take this house and everything that comes with it.
I'll follow the GPS.
Continue straight.
Are you certain?
Turn right.
Are you for imprint certain?
Arrived.
Enjoy the certainty of showing your appreciation with the right promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Every detail counts. That's why I live my life with Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose. When I began experiencing hearing loss, I knew I needed the best of the best. Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose are app-controlled and self-fitting, which means I can tune and customize them to my needs and preferences on the Lexi app and enjoy high-quality hearing. Take the lead and call or order online at lexihearing.com to receive your Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose today.
Binge the first 2 seasons of Chucky now.
Kill them all.
Any questions?
Before season 3 premieres.
God bless America.
Chucky. Stream the series from the beginning now on Peacock. New season October 4th.
A week ago, playoff drivers struggled at Darlington. And a couple getting caught up here. You see Gilliland and Kyle Busch getting together, but then they collect the 11 of Denny Hamlin, the 34 of McDowell, and the 20 of Christopher Bell.
Yeah, so McDowell now has some ground to make up. You know, this is a team that they do a great job, but do they have enough speed to overcome the point deficit that accident created? That is the question. Or can they be clean and take advantage of others' mistakes?
Which type of driver were you, Jeff? Were you the Kyle Larson side where you didn't want to know anything about what the car was set up, or are you